I know to a lot of you what Pete Hegseth did the other day and what Trump said in front of those generals and admirals felt scary, right? And he said a lot of crazy, lunatic things, very violent, very aggressive, very frat boy, wannabe, cosplay, dipshit. I don't know, just bad all the way around. But here's the thing, the military felt just like that too. I've checked in with more people, and I've seen people who are in the military or family in the military. Like, I haven't found anybody that isn't going, that was awful. That is nothing like what we want to be. That's taking us way backwards. He had no business saying that, either of them. The people left pissed and irritated and feeling disrespected. And I really think that the more grandiose and, stupid they get, because like the fact that he thought that that was okay and that made sense is delusional. And like even Trump, boasting about Project 2025 today, the first time he's really talked about it, like they don't understand that this is just going to make things crumble under them even faster. Like the way they did that memorial like a week or so ago, the damage that caused to their party, they have no clue. They have no clue. The can of worms that has been opened, it started under Epstein, okay? But it got ripped wide open with CK because of Israel. Because you have people like Candace and Tucker and Nick and all these people digging in there, right? And now people on the right are becoming more aware of Israel. And because they just feel safe enough to just start going all in, like ISIS is getting more aggressive, like all it's going to do is cause them major, major problems. Like Brian Murphy that I'm working with, who's a Marine vet, like this last week just ripped him wide open, and now he's gunning for the White House. I mean, he's just like, all of them should be charged with treason. All of them, because they all support Israel. They have put Israel above our best interests. We are endangered because of their support. So while I know it's scary how loud and crazy they're getting, they're starting to sound that way to people on the right. Someone today said, I had 3 family members watch that video or that memorial and they were done. Another lady said that her son heard Trump say, I hate my enemies, I will never forgive them. And he went, okay, no, I'm not doing that. He's not who, nope. So the more grandiose, the more they bloviate, the more they think that they've got this sealed, the bigger the mistakes are going to be and the faster the right is going to break apart. So if you are going to engage people in conversations, what I would recommend is sticking to Israel as the topic, because it's a neutral topic in a way. But like if you go with Epstein, people on the right got that knee-jerk reaction of like, oh, you guys didn't care about it before and now you care about it? Well, Biden didn't release him, so they can go into a fight with you about that. But with Israel, we've always pushed with Israel, well, as long as I've known. And then the right has always just protected it. But now we have both sides that have protected it. We have many presidents who have protected it and did not protect Palestine the way that they should have been protected. So it's kind of like everybody's hands are dirty on this topic. And then you have videos of Netanyahu coming out and saying like, oh, people on the right that challenge me, they're the woke Reich. And I'm going to get TikTok and I'm going to get X and I'm going to use this as the weapon against them because these are the new weapons. And I'm going to go to Elon because he's my friend. There's so much here that you can use. And they just saw that thing go down with Jimmy Kimmel. Some of them left because of that, but the ones that didn't, that are still mad about freedom of speech, bring up Project Esther, which is part of Project 2025, because that is a freedom of speech issue. They're trying to silence anybody that is pro-Palestine who is against the Israeli government. So you have a lot of room with this, and there's going to be a lot of content that you're going to be able to show them, because these men are narcissists and they don't think they should have to hide their motives. You know, the fact that Bibi let that be recorded and posted, that woke several people up on the right. They're like, he thinks he can do what? I'm a woke right what? Like the fact that he used woke, you can't insult someone that's deep in MAGA more than saying they're woke. And that's what he's calling them. Like, the mistakes they're making are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more pressure they feel, the bigger the mistakes are going to get. And they're going to be even faster. And part of why this is falling the way it's falling is because they should have done it slow and methodical. But they didn't. And whether that's because they're afraid Trump's too old or because they knew the midterms were coming, which they are, they just knew that they had to go as fast as they could to try and clamp down on us. But at the end of the day, always remember, not only did he not own the military before, the military absolutely despises him right now. So I just can't wait for the day where he thinks he's just going to order them around like Kim Jong-un. He's going to be met with a rude awakening. He pissed them off. And if you want to be Kim Jong-un, you need a military that does what you say. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. So breathe and stick with the Israel conversation. Okay? Okay.